Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a discovery in India that could literally change everything. We're talking about white gold. And no, it's not what you think. This is about something way more critical to our modern world, and it could completely redraw the map of global power. So let's really think about that for a second. A war over your phone battery? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But it's not. This is about a very real, very high-stakes battle happening right now, kind of behind the scenes of our day-to-day lives. So, what's the big prize in this global game? It's a metal that's become so valuable it's earned the nickname white gold. And I'll give you a hint, it's not platinum. We're talking about lithium. And, calling it the blood of the modern economy is actually not an exaggeration at all. I mean, think about it. Without lithium, the whole green energy transition, the EV revolution you hear so much about, even just our day-to-day tech-driven lives, it all just stops. Now, here's the thing. For years, this has made a lot of governments really, really nervous. Why? Because one country, just one, has masterfully created a chokehold on the entire global supply chain. And this is where you see the real power play. See, it's not just about who digs the stuff out of the ground. That's part of it, sure. The real control comes from the next step, refining it. And right now, China processes something like 2/3 of all the world's raw lithium into the battery-grade material we all need. That gives them incredible leverage. So you can imagine the rest of the world has been scrambling, trying to find other options, right? Anything to get out from under this monopoly. And then, bam, something happened. In a place almost nobody was expecting it. And it has the potential to blow this whole thing wide open. Okay, get this. Geologists in India, a country that up until this point was basically 100% dependent on other countries for its lithium, they found something. And found something is an understatement. It was more like an economic earthquake. And here's the number that changed the game. 5.9 million tons. Let me put that into perspective for you. That one find in the Jammu and Kashmir region, it potentially took India from being a complete non-player in the lithium world to one of the biggest players on the planet. I mean, literally overnight. And it didn't even stop there. Just as everyone was trying to wrap their heads around that massive news, boom, more discoveries were announced. So this wasn't just some lucky break, a one-hit wonder. This was a massive signal that India could be sitting on an absolute treasure trove. All right, so what does this all mean? What are the ripple effects? Because let's be real, a discovery this huge doesn't just change things for India. It has the potential to completely rebalance the entire global playing field. I mean, this just completely flips the script. Think about it. Before, you had India, a major importer, totally dependent on other countries. And now there's this incredible new potential. India as a global supplier, holding a serious strategic trump card, maybe even becoming a future hub for the entire EV battery industry. And what about for the rest of us? For the world? Well, what used to be a really dangerous bottleneck in the supply chain could suddenly become a wide-open highway. For Western countries especially, who are desperately trying to de-risk their supply chains, India pops up as this incredibly attractive democratic alternative to the monopoly we have now. Okay, but let's pump the brakes for a second. We have to be realistic here. Finding all this white gold is one thing. Actually getting it out of the ground and turning it into a battery? Well, that's a whole other story. A massive, massive challenge. And these hurdles, they are not small. We're talking about mining in some of the toughest, most mountainous terrain on Earth. It's going to take huge investments in infrastructure, getting a hold of some pretty advanced eco-friendly technology, and then building an entire refining industry basically from the ground up. Yeah, this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. But the prize at the finish line? It's almost unimaginable. So, where does this leave us? What does it all mean for the future? Well, you can bet it's about a lot more than just having cleaner cars or phones with better batteries. This is so much bigger than just economics. This is about completely reshaping who holds the power on the world stage for the next 100 years. Seriously, whoever controls the flow of white gold could very well decide which countries lead the way and which ones get left behind in this new energy era. And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? We're watching a potential tectonic shift happen in real time. But how fast can India actually turn all this potential into a reality? Can they do it? It really makes you wonder, Are we witnessing the very beginning of a new energy world order, all sparked by a discovery deep in the mountains of India?